Mehta amongst us to teach us her background and her ideas about how you should be as a yoga teacher and how she's become such a successful yoga teacher. Thank you, Bina.
Thank you so much for introducing, and I really appreciate.
I'm sorry about yesterday.
No, it's okay,
we're
and
in
we'll
St.
try
Louis,
our
so
best.
we're
That is the yoga thing, that you don't want to really do your work. Passion.
It's your passion. It's not your job. That's right.
Yeah, it's a passion. So
The passion. All right. So go ahead.
yeah, I'm glad you did today. It's more fun, you know.
Nothing other here you are. All right. Okay. You can begin, Bina, then.
Okay.
Yeah, now we are live. We can start our class.
Okay. So Jai Jinendra and Vandami Naman Swami Samreji. So today we are going to do sequencing of yoga. So how you will do your yoga class, actually when you're going to do in the campus or in the group or yoga classes as a personal trainer, any kind of situation. So today is more with the sequencing of yoga. And I remember yesterday Sheetal asked that how we can do how many poses. So today you will get more detailed idea on it. And usually 45 minutes to 1 hour is preferred to cover all the poses for your practice. And in this segment, we are going to do a lot of, I'm going to introduce a lot of poses, and which may not be included in the syllabus, but we'll explore some other poses which are helpful and benefit to the people. Okay.
No, everybody can see your background. Yeah, you're good. Very good. Yeah.
All right. So, the proper yoga sequence for beginners, a step-by-step guide to a safe and effective practice. So first, we have this handbook from Priksha Dhyan. Everybody has that, correct? So we are going to start with the warm-up to prepare your body, because from any place, people are a little stiff, stressed. So this warm-up will help to reduce the stress and to prepare for the asanas, which we'll be doing more in the later session. So in this book, I know all of you familiar with warm-up poses like mountain pose, Tadasana, neck stretch, shoulder rolls, wrist circles, ankle rotations. All these are taught as yoga exercise, and I know you all demonstrated very well. I saw you in person in JVB and online. So that was a great class. So I'm not going to go in detail in this segment. So I will just move to the next slide. So first, we'll start with the warm-up with the last slide we saw, and then we'll come in sitting postures. And that will give a stretch and relaxation. So first pose I prefer is Sukhasana, which all are familiar with it. Easy pose. And we'll go more detail with these three poses. First, I will give the names of it. The second pose is Bhadrasana, butterfly pose. And the third pose is Janu Sirsasana, which I think you haven't gone through that pose, but I will introduce you today. So that's a head to knee forward bend pose. So this is Sukhasana. With the Gnan Mudra or any mudra you can take, and just an easy relaxed pose. So you start with that. And when I used to do my class, sometimes if you want to just give a change, for example, if you want to do 1 day warm-up exercise, the other day you can take this Sukhasana and you can close your eyes gently and instruct people to concentrate on breathing, deep breathing, and to relax their whole self for 2 or 3 minutes. We are going to do this process, just concentrating on breathing. So Sukhasana is very helpful to relax yourself at that moment. So that is the most benefit of this pose. Then we'll move to Bhadrasana. So this is the instruction you'll be doing. You're going to bring both feet together, holding tight, your both feet. And you see the swing is like a butterfly when you swing. So while doing, you're keeping normal breathing because this is like a exercise. So you're not holding or exhaling or inhaling in this situation. So you're just swinging your wings like a butterfly. And while doing that, you can just tell the benefits that it helps your thighs muscle, give flexibility in your legs, your back, your pelvic region gets more blood circulation. So it is very helpful with this pose. And especially the benefit more is about the women who goes through menstruation. Those pains are helpful with this pose. So that is more beneficial also in this case. So there are a lot of benefits. And I have not done the second level of this pose, but when you finish the butterfly swinging, you just inhale and you're going forward and bending your head down. So you feel a lot of stretch in your abdomen. It's a very good stretch. So that is the second level of yoga. But I'm just giving more knowledge, but you don't have to really practice or do, but you can go to that level in this pose. So we'll move to the third pose. This is called Janu Sirsasana. So that is like you see the first level, she cannot touch her head to the knee because when you don't have flexibility, it's stiff. You can go to that level. So don't force yourself, your body. But this is how initially will be with the people. So listen to your body when you're doing. So during regular practice, you can come to the perfect level of Janu Sirsasana. You see the second picture where she's touching her head and nose to the knee. So this is the perfect pose. But the first pose is helpful to get the flexibility. So when you're instructing this pose, for example, you are going to say, you come in sitting position, stretch your right leg forward, inhaling, bring your hands forward, touch your feet, and try to bring your head towards the knee. That's how the instructions will be with the poses. And then you are keeping normal breathing when you are touching your head. Then inhaling, you go up and back to the normal position. And same way you do with your other leg, with the left leg. Make sure when you do yoga, you do both sides. Never do on one side. It has to be both sides to balance out. It's very important. This is inhale, exhale instructions you will be doing. Now, the benefits. When you do this pose, it helps your spine. You get the whole stretch, all the upper back, you see, the whole stretch. When you bend, you will feel it. When you do it at home, try to practice, you will feel that stretch. And then when you do that, you will feel a very good stretch in your hamstring, which are very stiff, so that helps your thighs muscles. And mainly, again, the blood circulation in your abdomen. It helps the constipation as well. So those are the benefits of this pose. So this is Janu Sirsasana. We'll move to the next slide. So after that sitting position, you're going to do a relaxed pose. You are going to completely lie down and relax the whole body for a few minutes, like two minutes. And when you lie down, you give instruction. You spread your legs, your palms is little apart, and your palms are towards the sky, and you're concentrating on breathing. That is the relaxed pose. So after sitting, you're doing that relaxed pose. And then after that, you're coming, like say you're doing a standing posture. So this is now we are doing a standing posture. So the first one is Veerbhadrasana. It's a balancing pose. So we have done manually, this pose, but this is a variation in the chair pose. If the people who have difficulty, you can see how on the chair the leg is placed. So that's how the chair people can do this pose. And again, the balancing pose gives a balanced state of mind, good control of your meditation power. It brings your mind to oneness. And that is the perfect, I think, pose to have a balanced state of body and mind. I love all balancing poses.
Bina, just a quick interruption. Is the Virabhadrasana pose, is that the same as the warrior pose?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a warrior pose.
It's the warrior pose. Okay,
It is
thank
a
you.
warrior pose in yoga, but in Prixa, we are using as a
Yes, there's
balancing pose.
Sanskrit term, but it's just
Exactly.
warrior pose. Okay, thank you.
Actually, Sanskrit is Virabhadrasana.
Correct.
Yeah, but like a warrior, you sometimes, like ahimsa warrior. Let's think that way. Sometimes.
Yes, that because
But-
Anuja did teach this one to everybody.
Exactly. I was there at that time. That's
Oh,
why
you were there, that's okay.
that's why I
Perfect.
did this share pose to get an idea
To
how
get an idea,
share-
yes.
Exactly,
Excellent.
because everybody knows share pose. So.
Yes, thank you.
Right. So basically, that's why see in yoga they give all various names according to the Patanjali Maharishi. So Maharishi Patanjali put all the Sanskrit terms and poses. So they say you want to be a warrior in the sense positive way that you want to be strong like a warrior, but you're not hurting anybody at the same time. Because yoga is always balancing, but you want to be strong. That's what the main goal is of the pose. All right. So now we are moved to triangle pose, Trikonasana. So this is how the Trikonasana, you must have done a lot of times. So again, how we will instruct that? So first you are in standing position. Inhaling, you are bringing both your hands straight like a warrior pose, right? Like that, straight hands like that. And then exhaling, you're going to try to touch your right foot and your right hand goes up like that. So, but her hand is towards the side of the feet, but you can touch your toes because this is more harder pose. So this is good flexibility of the spine. The whole spine is twisted. And when you look the neck, you get the stretch in the neck also. And the most important thing, what you notice, tell me one more thing, if you can notice. Or any questions in this?
The chest, it has to be, leaning forward.
Okay, so that's a good point. The chest comes forward, okay. So
I think the feet makes a triangle and the back feet is halfway through the.
Yeah,
You
but
have to-
still, that's the pose. That's correct. Yeah, that's how you do. But okay, still I will be keep going until we get all the
You should-
benefits.
Oh, the benefits or how the pose should
You
be
can
done?
say benefits and the instruction both, but benefits also.
So one of the instructions I think I was saying that you have to make sure is that you don't start leaning forward. You have to have your back should be straight up, because often the tendency is to lean forward. Is that correct for the triangle pose, or do you lean forward?
So basically, don't pay too much attention whether you're leaning forward or not. Your body will
okay.
into a shape, like how you dance with the music, it will flow that. So once you go in the warrior pose, automatically your chest, everything will come forward. You don't even have to do anything. It's natural. It's just
Okay.
natural. Yeah, don't
Okay.
even think that part.
Okay.
Let me.
I
Okay,
do
go ahead.
have a quick question.
Yeah.
When you're instructing them and you're still in warrior pose before they put their hand down, should you direct them or guide them that to balance your weight a certain way, whether more of your body weight should be on your front leg versus your back, or to split it evenly?
Okay, so let me demonstrate this. I mean, you won't be able to see me, but you can hear me talking the instruction. So still I will be like standing like that. So you're both feet together. Then you spread your legs. See, you spread your legs. You see this spread. Okay, both feet are parallel. Then inhaling, you're bringing your hands in a warrior pose like that. And exhaling, you go like that, twist. You twist and you touch the toe. It's very simple. It's very simple. When you do, it's very simple. You just bring your hands straight like that, nothing else. Bring your hands straight, your feet both apart. Inhale, you first inhale. Exhaling, go down and touch your feet. So you're going to say that. Inhale, exhaling, go down, touch your feet. Because you're... Go ahead.
The weight should be even, to answer your question.
Yeah. And then,
Because
sorry,
may I,
yeah.
because if you saw the way they were standing, right, the demonstration picture, the weight should be even, because if the weight is on the front, more on the front leg or the back leg, it's not
Yeah,
gonna,
but
they're not balancing well, essentially.
no,
'Cause if
so
the, right?
what I'm saying that it won't happen when you do that, your body will tone that way. You won't have any trouble, even if it's unbalanced, but because it will tone that way. How you dance? If you're a heavy body or light body, you dance with the music. It's same thing. When you go there, it will balance. Nothing will happen. It will be balanced. And then exhaling when you're touching feet, stay for a few seconds, like 3 or 4 seconds. Then inhaling, you are going to come up again in the warrior pose and exhale and go down. This is how you instruct this pose. It's very simple. So try to do at home. This pose, Trikonasana, is very easy. So one important thing I want you to tell in this, you see the eye contact and seeing the palm like a tratak. So there's an eye contact. So each detail helps us personally, but you don't have to explore everything in the class, but just giving you more knowledge that how far yoga can go. But Trikonasana, you can just say it gives flexibility to your spine. It helps your legs to be strong. So like 2 or 3 benefits. So you're good. But it's important when you do eye contact with the palm, you are having a coordination of the pose. That's how the asanas are done. I hope everybody is getting there, right? So
You can instruct the individuals based on what I know. I'm saying this from my experience. I close my eyes because I get lightheaded. So
okay.
so you can instruct them to also close their eyes, Asachi, for individuals who can get lightheaded.
So I won't recommend that, Pari, because everybody doesn't have that issue. Usually when
That's why I'm saying you can. I'm not saying you have to. But there are if we are talking about individuals and we're talking about the limitations and restrictions and being mindful, which is what yoga is about, being conscious and mindful of every single individual and their limitations, I'm saying that you can say that. You don't have to say that. That's what I'm saying, Auntie.
Oh, you mean the eye contact, you mean?
You can close your eyes because yoga
Oh,
is about you can close your eyes with the eye contact. So if you're going up and you're looking up, some individuals may get lightheaded with that because of the balance and coordination. Not everybody's nervous system,
yeah, but in
with the
that case,
way
I
they're
won't even,
designed.
so in that case, I won't even recommend, because once you close your eyes and if the person loses more balance, I don't know. I mean, you may not lose the balance, but if the other person is not coordinating well, then I don't know.
Okay, I think there's a miscommunication here in what I'm trying to communicate. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, as a yoga instructor, if you are instructing a class of students, one of your responsibilities and ethics as a yoga teacher is to be mindful. At the beginning of class, you're asking them, hey, what issues does everybody have, right? Like, I think that was taught in one of the classes.
Yeah,
If not,
yeah, that's true.
then that
That is
should be
true.
taught, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
a person like me, I'm saying this,
Okay.
I'm just saying this because I have issues. I get lightheaded if I
Okay.
do too much or something, then I get
Okay.
lightheaded. So
Okay.
I know that there are other people who may have that issue, right? That's a
Okay.
nervous, so what I'm saying is
Mhm.
that if you are instructing them for Trikonasana or whatever, where it requires looking in a certain direction or something like that, some people may get lightheaded.
Right.
So you can give them the option
Yes, you
of
can.
closing their eyes
Yeah.
if they would like to,
Yes.
because I want to reiterate and put the focus back on
Yeah.
yoga and say that
I agree.
it's a everything that we do as for yoga is meditative, right? So in meditation, you can instruct them to close their eyes if they don't have to do it all the way, but they can do it 30%. I think that was also taught by Anusha Auntie as well, or I think Samniji taught it in one of the classes where you can. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say is
No,
that to
that's
be
fine.
mindful,
As I said, listen to your
mindful of the
body.
nervous system.
Yeah, listen to your body. That's what I would say. But if you are bold enough to do, then this will have more benefits. But as always in yoga, if you have any kind of these issues, and yeah, always when you start the class, you ask, you have any surgery or slip disc or hernia, and what kind of things, high blood pressure, then accordingly, you have limitations for the poses. That is true. Like you have knee surgery, then you cannot do certain things. So those aspects are always there. And when the people are stressed also, they may not like to do more of it, as we talked yesterday, Kaiotser, to do for meditation, because if you're doing in sitting pose, the person with a backache will not be comfortable. So, Pari, you're completely okay with that. So if you have to look your comforts, the main goal is that. So that's fine. I can move forward. Okay, this is Vrksasana. It's again a meditative pose, and it is a tree pose in English. So in this, I don't have to give more introduction. Everybody has done this pose. And mainly, this is a balanced state of body and mind and a meditative pose. And when you instruct this, you just keep your one leg straight, try to bring the other leg slowly to the thigh muscles in the initial stage, or maybe near the ankle or thighs, wherever you feel comfortable, initial stage. And this gives a good meditative power with this practice. So that's the main benefit of this pose. Okay. Okay. Which is this pose in English?
Chair pose.
Chair pose, good. So in Sanskrit, it's called Utkatasana. So I've written Utkatasana. So I've written all Sanskrit names for introduction. And this is again, the instructions would be, you will be in standing position. Then you are going to instruct as inhaling, bring your both hands forward like that. Then exhaling, you bend your knees. And there is a little arc in your back. So that's it will come naturally when you do this pose. So make sure there is a good balance in your feet and your both hands are straight. And again, the chair pose strengthens your knees, the benefits, the ankles, your feet, it becomes strong. And you have a good strength in your hands too when you stay in this pose. So inhaling, you're bending your knees down, stay there for a few seconds. You're not staying longer, like 4 or 5 seconds. And then inhaling, go up, bring your hands down, and exhale, relax, right? So that's how you will instruct all the poses with the breathing instructions. And after finishing this, this is another one pose for balancing, Ekpadasana. Again, you're standing on one foot, and you're bringing both hands together like a prayer position. You're slowly like bending down, but this requires a lot of practice. But just introducing this pose, you don't even have to do this. It's just one of the exposure of the yoga pose. So after that, again, you are going to do Savasana. So as we use relaxation pose. So we are going to do relaxation pose, lie down, let them relax for a few seconds. You are not going to jump into this pose what we are going to do now is back bends and hip openers. So before that, again, you are doing relaxation for a few minutes. And then you are telling them slowly to come in, turn towards your left side and come in sitting position. Or we are doing now this cobra pose, so tell them to come on the stomach, turn towards on the stomach. So we are doing all this lying position. From the relaxation pose, you are coming on your stomach to do this pose. So first one is cobra pose, as we discussed a lot yesterday. The other one is Dhanur Asana, that's a Sanskrit name. The English term is half wheel pose. And the last one is camel pose, Ustrangāsana. Okay? So this is Bhujangasana. I'm not putting too much thoughts on this because we already had a lot of discussion. If anybody has question, I can answer. Otherwise, I will move to the next slide. So Dinesh bhai, you had a question of the arm, how it should be for the cobra. Is there today, Dinesh bhai? I think he's
Hello.
yeah, Dinesh bhai. You were asking about cobra, how the hands should be. So this is the position of the hand when you do cobra. And there are a lot of variations. So what you do in the class, follow that because you will see a lot of other variations. But this is one of the angle when you do cobra, you're bringing both palms toward your chest in the lying position. Then inhaling, you're going up and see the neck position and your hand is not straight, it's little angled. So that's what I'm trying to tell. Any question on this one? All right. You have heard of this pose? Dhanur Asana. Okay. How does it look?
Tough.
Yeah, it is tough to do, but how the picture looks is a half wheel pose. And why it is Dhanur Asana? You know the bow, it looks like a bow. Dhanur. It's a bow and arrow. So it's like a Dhanur, that's why it's called Dhanur Asana. Yeah, it is very tough. So again, you don't have to do this, but just an exposure for the asana. I'm just giving an introduction for that. If you can do it, some people can do it, then you do it. Otherwise, you don't have to do this. Again, this is the hardest pose, and it really strengthens your spine so strong. And your thighs is unbelievable stretch, you can feel. And it gets more stronger. So this pose has a lot of benefits with the spine and your thigh muscles and the flexibility of your body. So that's why this pose is very good. Are you doing okay?
Oh
Any
yeah, I just think it's really discouraging to say that it's hard and to say it's hard. I just want to mention that yoga is a practice for life, and to use the language, we have to be mindful of the language that we're using when we speak about yoga. Anybody and everybody is capable of doing any and all poses. Actually,
No,
let
I
me rephrase
agree.
that.
I
Let me
agree.
no. Then auntie, when we're teaching yoga, you have a yoga experience for 15 years.
Mhm.
Uh, please, I'm sorry that I'm saying this. Please don't take this the wrong way,
No,
but
no.
you need to be mindful of how you're teaching yoga, because the language that you're using right now for all these potential teachers is extremely discouraging. The language that you need to be using is you as yoga teachers need to be able to practice this. I understand that we're all in different age groups and we have physical limitations, but the language needs to be encouraging, not discouraging. And the language that you use currently, it sounded discouraging. So I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I do wanna point that out, Auntie, that yoga asanas are for everybody, and we need to be able to practice that. And Dhanur asana, maybe I'm speaking out of ignorance here, but it's actually kind of easy to do if you are able to get yourself into Bhujasana.
Buddy, I think I mentioned that first, that it is tough in a sense that this is probably not for beginners.
So
It's an advanced asana.
why I was like that, I have a reason for that, Pari. Because when I came to the class, I remember Anuja saying, oh, Sarvangasana, I will just demonstrate, nobody has to do. That is more easier than this pose. So I thought that that's the group of class. So that's the only reason I was hesitating. Otherwise, I am a very challenging teacher. If you have to say, I can give a lot of other poses. It's very challenging, but I want to be careful if anybody get hurt, because you are beginners and you need instructor before you do that. Sometimes you may hurt your body, you may get cramps, you may get spinal twist. then nobody knows this. And you go in advanced level for this pose. So I will. So from now on, I won't discourage, because I'm a very challenging teacher. I love to do all poses. So in that case, because in the JBB and other, I don't know, you did this pose at all in 2.5 months.
Did you?
Anybody did this pose?
I don't think so.
So I was not discouraging, actually. I was trying to support, to be positive. That's why I said that.
Yeah, and then also just to add to that, this is not in the curriculum, but I did ask us to be exposed to other poses, even the shoulder stand, because some of those are really not safe without a teacher there at the level we are. And I don't really have an issue with the words you're using. To be honest, the language, common language, this is not like a textbook. I disagree with Puri. I think the language is correct, because quite a few people are older, they cannot do this,
I don't
and it
want
wouldn't
to
be safe.
encourage this
So I'm
pose.
okay with the language. I feel that there's opinions here, but we're not into opinions. I think reality is that this was not meant to be part of this course, in the sense of, but we need to expose to all the ones as a teacher, which is exactly what I wanted Bina to do. So we understand exist, what they are, and the limits, and why they're actually not part of this course, because they need extra assistance. And I'm not sure we should be spending time on sort of the pedantics of it a little bit. Let's move forward in the concepts. And I take your point of view, but I think we are not into pedantics. Let's work through the progress of this, and we'll keep moving forward. But I don't really think that this is a pose that we all need to learn. I think as we move forward individually. Now you've shown us, you know what, I might be such as, I can do it. So one day she'll spend time, she'll get there, but I'm probably not going to get there, right? I can try, and I will try, but the point is, reality is that's a challenge. And that's why we left them out, actually. Some of those were not, as we we decided they're not part of the first course, because they were hard. So I think hard is the correct word. It's just
That's why I
extra time.
didn't want to encourage the people who have problems. But if you are healthy enough, well, you do it. You can do more than that. You can bring your more challenging. If you wanted to bring your toes towards your head, touch the head. People do it. You can go to that far if you really want to do it. But do it before the instructor if you're doing first time. And if you have flexibility of your body, of course, that matters the first thing to do. So yeah, so what I'll do, whatever pose you're saying, if you can do it, you do it. That would be my words, and I would be really appreciating if you can do all poses. You're in a great shape in that case. Let's put it that way. If I want to be safe also, and if you can take challenges, try to do it on your risk factor. It is absolutely your risk factor in that case, okay? Ustrangasa. So what is the English term for this?
Camel pose.
Yeah, very nice. So have you done this in the class? Okay.
Yes.
Who said?
Yeah, Ramesh uncle taught us this, I think on Saturday.
Okay. So you know the instruction when you did this? You want to share? And I can help you, but if you want to try.
Are you asking me, Bina auntie, or the class?
Yeah, anybody whoever wants to. It's your time, get the experience. This is the time you want to get experience if you want to, and I can help you to give more information if needed. If it's not, then it's perfectly fine. How you do this pose if you have to instruct?
So perhaps we can start with the Vajrasan, and then lift our body straight up, knee and the upper body, and then bend slowly backwards, touching our heels with our palms, and look straight up. How else would you say that?
Anybody else?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah.
So I would start with like a sit on a
sit on your kneeling position, or what do we say that?
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
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 And
That's
then
good.
support your back with both of your palms and slowly bend your back and be mindful as far as you can go. And if you're comfortable, then touch your palms to your heels
Okay, very good.
and breathe for like 3 to 4 minutes. 3 to 4 breathe, full breaths, and come out of this pose slowly by supporting your back again to the kneeling position.
Okay, who else? Anybody want?
Okay, so we're going to start off in Vajrasana,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to come up into a stand. We're going to support ourselves. Sorry, I don't know how to describe this. Come up in Vajrasana and slowly lean your back forwards, bringing your arms back and placing them on your heels. Feel the arch in your back and your chest as you breathe in and out as you look up. That's how I would do it.
Okay. And so, one more thing, like if, say, some people are stiff, for example, comes in your class to do this pose. So other variation is you see the ankle is on the ground, you can keep upward like that. So your heels is upward. So it's easy to touch when you go back, your palms when you touch the heels. So you get 1 inch more room for that. That is variation. So what I would say is, yeah, you guys did good. So only like breathing, I would try to explore more on it. So when you come in kneeling position, you bring your palms towards the thighs like that. It's in the front of thighs right here. Then inhaling, you're raising your hands up. This is how you do strong asana. Slowly go down, exhaling, and then try to touch your heels at the back possible. Turn your neck down and keep normal breathing when you are in the pose. Then once you finish that, again, inhale at that time, and then exhaling, bring your hands up straight like that. Exhaling, bring on your thighs or your knee. So you guys did good instruction, but breathing is normal during the pose, but you are always, by inhaling, you're putting your hands back. Make sure you say that inhaling, you're going back, and exhaling, you're coming forward.
And Bina, when I did it, I had to do one hand at a time. Is that okay? I couldn't.
I would say, that's why I didn't want you to say this is hard, but I was going to say the variation step 1, do with one hand and the upper thigh muscle. And one hand, you're just going back like that and touch the heels. That is the first step if people have stiffness.
Yeah, I did that, and then I felt
I think that is more safe.
Yeah,
that is more safe. And if the people are challenging, then they do with both hands. But usually I have seen people doing with one hand in the initial stage of the pose.
And coming out, I did the same thing again. So it was a bit easier.
Yeah. So one interesting thing I would like to say, which I love to do, that why it is called camel pose. What is the camel has the peculiar quality, like particular quality? What you can think of?
It can walk longer.
Okay, what else?
They have a hump.
Yeah, who said that? Oh, yeah, interesting. Hump. The hump is the strongest part of the body of the camel. And you see the chest is forward, it looks like a hump when you're going backward. That's why it's called camel pose. Every pose has its qualities with the names. So it's easy to remember, just I like to, explore that way for myself. But just it's fun, for exploring things. All right, we'll move to the next.
Bina, is there any health benefits of the camel hump?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
I didn't mention. Okay. You all want to share? You did the class, or I can just say the benefits real quick.
So apart from being very flexible with your spine.
Okay. Yeah.
is it strengthening your thighs? I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking with
Yeah.
the camel. With
You
the camel, what is
experience
it?
Ustranghasan. That's why I want you to feel that part of your body when you did that.
Right.
Yes. That so you can see your thighs muscle gets stronger.
Yeah.
The spine gets stronger. What else? What else?
Open your lungs.
And you're stretching out your chest.
Yeah. Like a hump.
Opening your chest.
Yes.
It's good for your lungs.
Lungs is more with the pranayam.
Okay.
But asanas, see, now this is the logic. When you do this, you said lungs, right? Everybody felt that. And it is true. It does. But what happens after doing this, you do pranayam, you will be able to do more better pranayam with your lungs.
After
but
doing
pranayam
this.
helps the lungs.
Okay.
But this all asanas helps you to go more forward with the practice of pranayam.
Okay, thank you.
Because this opens up the chest, so you're exercising those muscles. And now what you need is air and deep breathing exercise, right? Because in this, you cannot breathe like pranayam, right?
Right.
So when you do pranayam, your lung gets more stronger.
Right.
Does it make sense?
This
Yes.
looks like Dhanurasan on the side.
Yes, it does. That's true.
So anything else?
So one quick thing, Binaji.
Yes.
So when I do this pose, I cannot go, I cannot raise my hand and do it. I do it, I move my arms, from the side, and I go this way, instead of,
No, that's fine.
going
But
this way.
the reason why I said like that, because your that's why, because you are having stiffness, that means. So if you want to really slowly practice with one hand, as Devendra Bhai said, but the reason why you go up, you're rotating your whole shoulder, you get frozen shoulders. So this exercise helps when you do rotation like that. But if you want to do that way pose, it's fine, absolutely. There's not, but when you do that way, you get more stretch in your lower back. You will feel it.
Right.
Yeah, while doing like that hand. Inhaling and then you're going back. Make sure you are inhaling and making your hand, and you do with one hand. But don't try because you have been doing this way, but I want to make sure you are safe to do. I mean, I'm not discouraging you, but at the same time, I want to be careful also with your body, right?
I just tried it, when you mentioned, I just went on my mat and to see how I do it, and I realized, okay, I don't go this way, I go
So
side
if I see you in person, I will make you do this. You will be
Sure,
successful.
okay,
I can
absolutely.
instruct you. I can
Yeah.
bet on that. I have done a lot
Thank
of people with 60s, and
Thank
they
you
have
very
done
much.
this. Yeah, you need a proper guide. That's why you want a instructor in certain poses. That's why, like Dhanurasana or this or half wheel pose. If the instructors are there, the inhale exhale procedure, and you can hold it more properly. But I will help you to do that if I see you in person.
Sure. Thank you very much, Binaji.
So one more important thing was the neck. You get the full stretch in your neck. And not only that, you see the thyroid gland, you get stretched the thyroid gland too. The doctors will know that. When you go back, it helps your right here when you stretch. So I think thyroid gland is here as an anatomy. Right, Nainavin?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So this pose helps thyroid gland also when you do this pose. So people who have the thyroid problem,
Correct.
tell them, do this pose. This is the best benefit for the thyroid people, to balance thyroid. So that will be very beneficial. All right.
And we have all those conditions coming up in the next couple of weeks, including thyroid. So we will again go through these poses and make it into like a package. So thank you, Bina.
So now you are well advanced prepared for this with the benefits to do this, right? And then again, you come in the relaxation pose, relax for a few seconds. And then we are going to do a forward fold and twist. So this we have done commonly, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. This everybody knows, right? Or Hasta Padasana in Sanskrit. You can say that also. So in this, how you will instruct? You are inhaling, bringing your hands up. You are bringing both feet together, inhaling, bringing your hands up. Then exhaling, come forward. touch your toes if possible, and your head towards the knee if possible. And just keep normal breathing. Stay there for a few seconds, like not more than 2 or 3. You can hardly stay there for the first time. If you can stay more, yeah, you can always do more, okay? You listen to your body. That's the main purpose of yoga. And then inhaling again, you're going back and exhale. That's how the instruction will be in this pose, okay?
Just a quick query. Downward facing dog. When we say that in yoga, in the normal sense, is like when we're doing the Surya Namaskar, it's that triangle pose. It's like downward facing dog in a triangle, not like this in this picture.
Yeah, I think I would not say then downward. Let's put it Hasta Padasana. That's the Sanskrit name.
Hasta Padasana for what?
But this is the Hasta Padasana pose.
It's just head to knees.
Yeah, head to knee, correct.
Head to knees, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
downward facing dog.
Yeah. But I don't know, somehow when we were printing, it came that way.
Okay.
But for me, as a it was Hasta
It was
Padasana.
Hasta Padasana.
Yeah, Hasta Padasana. Let me.
Okay, so the Adho Mukha Savanasana, Adho Mukha.
Yeah, I think just disregard the whole name.
That's
Just
downward
say,
facing dog. No, but that might be the downward facing dog. Is that the same? Is that translation for downward facing dog?
it can be possible. I would say Hasta Padasana, but that will include.
Yes. Okay.
Let me look into it, and we can go
but
later with that name.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So if you want me to say Hasta Padasana is spelled as HA. Let me go there. HASTA. Yeah. So this is basically Hasta Padasana, okay? HASTAPADASANA in Sanskrit for yoga. And we'll check on this, okay? To make sure. So the next one is seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. This is an excellent pose for the legs. When you touch your toes, it's so hard when you do. I would not use the word hard. If you touch the toes, you feel a lot of stretch in your thighs muscles and legs. It has a good blood circulation in your abdomen, so that helps your digestion if you're constipated. And the whole spine on the back gets flexible when you do that. And when you touch your head towards the knee, it's unbelievable experience. Beautiful. So this is Paschimottanasana in Sanskrit. Any questions on this? All right. So this one is spinal twist, Ardha Matsyentra Asana. We have done this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So again, this is very good for the spinal twist, the benefits. Excellent for spinal twist. And you see the knee, the right knee is upward. That helps, when in that position, it helps your pancreas. So this pose is very good for the people who have diabetes. It helps. So that is one of the advantage of that. And again, this is a very good for the spine twist. So it's excellent pose for that.
In this case, when the position of the hand, which is on the knee,
yeah,
we were taught that it was wrapped around.
Yeah, this is the first step of.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 3 variations. So as you said, you go around and you touch your feet, and the third variation.
Okay.
The third variation is you bring your hand all the way towards the back.
Right.
Yeah. So there are three variations. Yes.
Yeah, the one we learned is the hand is actually touching the ground.
Yeah.
The left hand. Yeah. In this case,
okay.
Yeah, but the right hand, which is the elbow is on the knee, but the arm is not standing up like that, but it's wrapped around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is the variation.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
do that second level. This is
Okay.
first level, yes. There are 3 levels actually in Ardha Matsyendrasana, if you see. There are a lot of variations, but this is the easiest way. And then you're going to turn around. That's how you do. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
What's the best way to remember which way to twist, like if you're folding the right leg, you're twisting on the left side, right?
Right. Your left hand.
It's the opposite, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's how you will get to pose. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you did good. And in this pose, there is no such I would say no breathing instruction needed, because this is more like a pose you want to get it. That's what it helps. All right. So this is sun salutation, as you all have done this. And I have put all the names and slides. And if you have any questions on this, because I don't want to explore too much on that, because if we have time, we can do more. But in this, if you have any questions, let me know. For sun salutation, because I know you have a lot of practice with this 12-step pose of Surya Namaskar.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, that there should be 12 steps.
I'm sorry?
We were taught that there are 12 steps in sun salutation, but this is showing only 10.
Yeah, you see,
what the first one is counted like the folded hands. Is that number 1? No.
No, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 12. Yeah, that is 1 folded with the hand. Correct.
Is
It
that
is
is
12
number
poses
1?
if you count. Yeah, it is 12. Yeah, don't look at the numbers, but it is 12.
Figures are 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
11.
And the Bina on here, it does say the Urdhva Mukh Svanasana is upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha. Adho.
Okay.
So you have you've written it in here. And it is the first time you bring your hands to your chest is number 1. Actually, no, number 1 is inhale. Tadasana is number 1.
Right.
And then, yes, that's right. Okay. And then you stand down. So it is coming to 12. Did you count that first thing, Ramesh, by as 1 and 12?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So this is just, I put the slide, but as I said, there are so many different variations. So it's exactly what you do in the class. I may not able to put in pictures. So what you learn, practice that. As I said, it's little different when you see different things. There are so many variations.
No, the thing is, I was looking for a picture like this, because in the class, we thought that, okay, now we go into position 3. If I don't have this, then I'm thinking, what is position 3? Which one is position 3?
So position 3 is Hasta Padasana.
I know, but if we have something like this in a pictorial form, it's easy to remember 1, 2, 3. But if you don't have that, then just going by memory and practicing in memory, there is a disconnect.
Well, you can.
That's very true. I think we need to get a printout of all these slides. So definitely I would want to get that so I can print it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tried to put today more, that's why in sequencing a lot of poses to have you guys experience.
This is good. This is great.
I mean, I tried my best, because there are so many. If I do that, it will take 6 hours. If I have to put like Sarvangasana, Halasana, I mean, you name it, I can
All
tell
these
you.
pictures are very helpful, Bina.
So many poses, you cannot even imagine. So you can go that far.
Just one point of difference, just because it may come up when Anuja is back, is that in her training, she doesn't like the step where you bend back, right? She
Right.
doesn't. And then the other thing is that this one talks about inhalation, exhalation, not the number of poses. The way this is when you inhale, exhale, rather than the actual poses.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit
I-
meaning different. The numbers are meaning a little different here. But you know how when you're arching back at the beginning, after you do the mountain pose and you hands up and back, just you aware that that's just a little difference. And when it comes up, you can explain it as such.
Right.
The other thing is that I can certainly share you all the poses that Ramesh has created for all these. The reason we've, and I don't mind doing it actually, the reason that we've not shared is that he's working on each particular, he shared it actually in the yoga training site, and then I sent it. But there is a text version for each, which was requested, of step by step, just like this. And so he's preparing all that. So he's got down to about half of those. So for each one, he's got step-by-step text version to go with the poses, which was requested. So that's kind of why. But if you look at your yoga training WhatsApp, it shared that sometime in November 23rd. I'll resend it now, and that has all the
If you look
poses,
closely at the sun side,
and
it's
you'll
number
see
1
that.
to 12. Yeah.
Right, you'll see that. So I'll reshare it, and then you should have caught up. But the point is that because people wanted step by step written, he's doing that and double checking with other yoga teachers and then sending. So there's some work going on in the background, which you will get.
So you will get it
Yeah,
before
just
the
to show
exam.
you. But that extra amount is why it's taken some time.
Yeah, because if I get online, you're not going to get what you do sometimes, you just give like introduction thing. There are like Ardha Sindrasana, for example, that's an initial step. So there are a lot of variations. So just to explore, like people who have, like, say, difficulty in sun salutation, like do you see on the 9th one, exhaling, her head is up, out, not touching the knee. So there are people who still, they can do this way. You have to be creative. Just don't stick to one thing. See, I just came up with the idea that if this is the thing, yeah, this will be preferable. The people who have difficulties, like, aged people, for example, who are stiff, for example, they can do little flexible way, right? So we'll explore all kinds of poses. And there's so many variations. So you become creative at that time. That's the effective quality of yoga teacher.
Yeah.
When I say something that you don't stick to one thing, you want to be creative. Okay, oh, this is how it is. Okay, this is helpful for the people who have difficulties. You can, in your memory, you can tell them, okay, it's okay if you cannot touch the head, right? As a confident teacher. And if you can touch the head, you will say that, okay, touch the head towards the knee in the at that pose. So what I'm trying to say is that collect all and practice what you are learned. That's the main part. Then you become creative with the practice. It's not going to come all of a sudden, because this needs experience of your own body and touch. And I have a very wonderful proverb when I was doing yoga. And that was always in my mind, that the body is my temple and asanas are my prayers. That emotions were there when I was doing. And that helps a lot to feel the touch of all poses when you're doing in your body, and you get that feeling. And then you can explore in so many ways to be creative. So, yep, this ends our session. Thank you. And the last one is relaxation pose. So your both feet is apart. If you look, your both palms is 6 inches apart, and your palms is towards the sky. So this is a relaxation pose, okay? So you lie down or sit comfortably, close your eyes gently, and focus on your breath. Relax your entire body and calm your mind. So this is a very good relaxation pose after all. And at the end, you are giving more time for savasana, relaxation pose, because you get all the benefits of what you have done. The asanas all stretches in your body, and that will give more blood circulation in your body. That calms you down. Your blood pressure comes in control. So many benefits you get with the relaxation pose. So after that, finishing the relaxation pose, You can always say gently open your eyes and come in sitting position gently. And you rub your palms to get the warmth and energy, massage on your facial muscles and gently open your eyes. I mean, I will do that with the session and with that, if you want to. Or even with the Savasana here, you can do that way too. So with that, we end the session. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please tell me.
Thank
And
you.
sorry?
Thank you.
Okay. And in the conclusion, I would just say that, let me check one more aspect, that remember to listen to your body and honor its limitations. As we talk, that nothing is hard or nothing is easy. Listen to your body and do the poses. That's my goal in yoga for everybody. And if you achieve asanas, that's the great thing. Practice yoga regularly to experience the benefits and cultivate a deeper connection with yourself. You can add more slides, images, and information to support your presentation in the future when you want to do your own preparation as an instructor. Consider including tips for beginners, modifications for different body types, and the benefits of regular yoga practice. So I will just conclude with that, with your own space. And thank you very much again. And I will leave it to the Samriji. Vandami Namaskar, Samriji.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your very, what we say, enlightening talk about all the yoga postures, how we have to do and what are the benefits and what is the proper way to do. And you have rightly said that we have to be very much careful of our body conditions. According to that, we have to practice anything. So it is true. We have to be careful. And for the beginners, it is sometimes we can say that this is a little bit hard, but anybody can practice and can get it. So that is the way we can understand what Vinaji wanted to say. So it would be better to follow the things in a proper way, so that, and also guide in a proper way. So Binaji has very good experience, a very long experience about all these different yoga postures, and she has been taking classes from very long time. So she had all the experience about the patients and participants. So thank you very Binaji for your wonderful talk. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So you can stop your
Yeah,
share.
I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Yes. Now, who, Shivani? Shivani will give the session today.
Yeah, just 1 second. We can start now.
Yes.
So can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes.
So firstly, everybody please close your eyes softly and keep your hands in Gyan Mudra and place both of them on your knees. Sit in a comfortable posture, crisscross with your back straight. So firstly, now we're going to do Kayotsarga and just fully relax our body. So firstly, keep your body steady and relax. Keep your body completely stable and firm. Imagine that you're a statue, not moving at all. Keep yourself completely steady. Now tell your body to fully relax. Relax and relax. Have the experience that your entire body is relaxing. Now your body has completely relaxed. And now we are going to maintain this state for the next couple minutes. During this time, please breathe deeply through your nostrils in and out. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. Now we will progress to the second step of our meditation, Antaryatra, which is our internal journey. So imagine your attention is at the bottom of your spinal cord. Gradually imagine a white light moving through your spine all the way to the top of your spinal cord. Now, again, bring your attention from the top of your spinal cord all the way to the bottom. And let's repeat this process a couple of times. Imagine a white light is gradually progressing from the bottom of your spine to the top of your spinal cord. As the white light moves throughout your spine, imagine there are subtle vibrations. Just completely focus your mind onto the spinal cord. Do not imagine any other parts of your body or anything else in the world. Just fully imagine your spinal cord. We're going to keep this state for the next 2 minutes. During this time, synchronize your breath with your conscious mind. While inhaling, bring your conscious mind from top to bottom. While exhaling, take your conscious mind from the bottom to the top. Breathe slowly in a very controlled manner. We'll stay in this state for the next minute. Imagine the bright white light traveling throughout your spinal cord. Now we will progress to the third step. Make your breath very slow and long. Inhale slowly and exhale slowly, keeping a rhythmic pace. Imagine that there are vibrations in your navel. While you're inhaling, expand your abdominal muscles, and while exhaling, contract them. Fully concentrate your mind at your navel and visualize it, and really experience that your abdominal muscles are expanding and contracting with each breath. If any thoughts come in this moment, don't really engage with them, just acknowledge that they're there. When you breathe, at some points, practice holding your breath before exhaling. Practice perceiving the long breathing with deep concentration and be completely aware of the air flowing through your nostrils. Now, we're going to shift our attention from the navel and concentrate it between both of our nostrils. Fully experience each inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Slowly inhale and exhale each and every breath knowingly, fully focusing the energy of your conscious mind only to perceive your breath. Only experience your breathing and don't think about anything else. Step 3. Now we're going to think about alternative breathing. Make your breath slow and long. Feel the vibrations of breathing to your navel, and ensure your breath is rhythmic. And maintain the same duration that you initially breathed and keep it right now. Now we're going to progress to alternative nostril breathing. Inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. If you're having trouble doing it independently, you can use your thumb and fingers. In through the right nostril, out through the left nostril. In through the left nostril, out through the right nostril. Now concentrate on the big toe of your right foot. Imagine there's a white light there. Allow your conscious mind to travel throughout that area. And imagine that there are vibrations of energy there. In the same manner, imagine the white light is moving to every part of your right foot. Toes, sole, heel, ankle, calf muscles, and knee. Gradually, the light travels up to your waist. Now, let's focus our attention to our left leg. Imagine the white light on your big toe, and it travels to your other toes. Slowly up to your sole, heel, ankle, and calf muscles, knee, and thigh. Traveling gradually up to your waist, where it slowly vibrates. Now, imagine the white light travels to your lower abdomen, right below your navel. Imagine each organ in your abdomen, your right kidney. The light travels to your left kidney, up to your large intestine, small intestine, the gallbladder, eventually to your stomach. The light travels to your chest and your right lung. Imagine small vibrations there. Gradually transitioning to your left lung, to the center of your chest, your heart. And now the light will return to where we started, the spinal cord. The light travels from the top of the spinal cord all the way to the bottom, gradually. After it travels down to the bottom of your spinal cord, think about your right hand, your thumb, your fingers, your palm, and your wrist in Gyan Mudra. Gradually traveling up to your elbow, your upper arm, all the way up to your shoulder. In a similar fashion, imagine the white light has traveled to your left hand, slowly circulating around your thumb and transitioning to your fingers, laying on your palm, traveling to your wrist, your elbow, and your upper arm, eventually climbing up to your shoulder. Now, think about your throat and your vocal cord from which you speak every day. The white light travels up from your vocal cord to your chin, touching your lips, your gums, your teeth, your tongue, and your palate. Traveling to your right cheek, your left cheek, nose, right temple, your right ear. And now, even though they're closed, imagine that the white light is on your right eyelid and your left eyelid. Imagine all of these parts in your body with a very deep sense of concentration and awareness. And now we can culminate to imagining our whole body together, everywhere the white light has traveled. Imagine every part of your body is vibrating with the flow of vital energy. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe, imagine the touch of your clothes, the feeling of perspiration, and any kind of sensation externally you might be experiencing right now. Perceive them neutrally without liking or disliking them. We're going to stay in this state for 1 minute. Now, we will transition to the final step, Jyoti Kendra Praksha. Now, imagine the white light is centered at the middle of your forehead. Imagine that there is a bright white light there, like it is the color of a full moon. Spread your conscious mind throughout your forehead, and imagine the particles of that light are spreading throughout. Now we're going to take 3 long breaths. And now we can rub our hands, cover our eyes, and end the meditation.
Thank you, Shani. It was wonderful session. You have remembered all the names of the parts of body very well and very good instructions. So thank you. Thank you for the good session. Now, who will give the next? Anita? Friday you are giving, is it? Okay. So thank you. All our participants are really picking up everything very well. I think they are progressing in their practices and also in giving guided sessions. So I'm very happy to see the performance of our participants. They are all good trainers in themselves. I need not to teach them anything more.
Shivani, I particularly like the mention of the light traveling up the spine.
I
as
agree.
the energy goes up. That really helped me in mine. I mean, I've never done it that way before, and it actually was really good. It's
Oh,
very,
thank you. I'm happy it was helpful. I'm happy
yeah,
it came across.
yeah. It was actually, I loved it.
Yeah.
I wanted to say
Excellent.
I wanted to say one more thing about the pose about heart, what we came with the discussion with Pari, because when we talk about Trikon Asana and she mentioned my eyes, I have to close, I'm sensitive. So that's the only reason that certain poses, like, for example, Rakesh Bhai said, yeah, it's hard, Dhanurasana. So all you come with the different groups and class of people. So you want to be careful. The goal is that it's not that you cannot do it or do, But my conclusion is that in that case, that you want to be careful whatever you do, your poses is, that's what my point was.
Okay, so I could not listen to Binaji because
Oh.
of some more what you were saying.
No, what I was saying that when we did Trikon Asana pose, and I said you do eye contact with the palm when you are doing spinal press, and Parit did mention that I'm sensitive, I have to close my eyes, I cannot keep it open. Because when you do, you keep your eyes open and you look at your palm, so you're doing tratak, like a concentrating at that time, you have eye contact. So some people are sensitive. So she said, I said, yeah, it's okay if you want to close your eyes, but basically during asanas, you keep your eyes open, but it's a comfort, you know. So maybe like so many other asanas, other people may be good and other may not. So it's hard, or it's you are the individual who decides, but everything is fair, what you like to do, and you achieve your goal in asanas. That's my point.
Okay.
Yeah.
It depends on the particular
Yeah,
condition of
exactly.
particular person.
Exactly. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So if she feels any kind of headache or any such thing,
No, that's
then
fine.
she can, yeah, she can keep eyes closed and can
No,
do
that's
the
fine. But
exercise. If she is following the steps in a proper way, then it is not the
no, that's
matter
fine.
whether she keeps eyes open or closed.
Yeah, but Dhanurasan, when I mentioned, that's the only reason I mentioned that some people may find it hard. And she pointed out that how can that be hard? But my point was that everybody will be different with that pose. For me, it may be easy, that pose, not for other person. That's my point, you know, that.
Now, see, whatever teacher is teaching, the
Yeah.
participant should understand in the way that she is not teaching for you only.
Okay.
She is teaching for all the, and whenever some participants come here is very liability issues. We were also very much careful when we were giving sessions to FIU students.
Right.
So we have to give this kind of indications before, so that they will not do unnecessary some exercise that can hurt them. So you were absolutely true at your part. Okay, so just that the participants should understand in their language that if they can do, they can do. Nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
But just for taking sessions of other people, we have to be careful of the beginners, whether they are able to do or not.
Right.
Then we have to instruct accordingly.
No, I appreciate you very clarified that.
Yeah. Thank you, Samiji. I think it's hard. Also, there's a 500-hour course that's beyond the 200. And some of these asanas are usually in that course, which is a more longer 500-hour course. You know, that's why we call them hard, because the hard, difficult ones are later, and only not all people do them. So I think the language is correct. It's just opinion, and I support the language, because I think it has to be clear cut that this is not something you do by yourself alone from a picture and a YouTube. You need to be trained properly. So the wording is appropriate. It's difficult, hard, and can be best learned. So I think what you did is correct, Bina. I think I'll continue with that emphasis.
Yeah. Teacher is not teaching for just a particular participant. She is giving this course is for the trainer, as a trainer. So trainer has to deal with so many other different people, no? So he or she has to keep the conditions of the participants in the mind before giving any instructions.
Perfectly correct. And this will help everybody in the future when we do instructions. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, anybody can say if she feels like this. Okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So thank you, all the people. And I want to say that we are practicing all different exercise, physical exercise, yogic exercise, hand postures and meditations in our day-to-day classes. But you have to be ready for one research paper on particular topic of your interest related to our course content. So in the end of the course, you have to submit one research paper, how you have studied these things, how you have got some material from these sources, and what new other studies are coming related to that particular topic. So you have to develop a very what we say very inclusive research article on one of the topics. It may be up to 10 pages, or it may be up to 5 pages, 3 to 5 pages. Okay. So just be ready for that also, so that we can see that how much you can study at your end and how much informations you can get about particular practice, whether it is meditation, whether it is yoga practices, or whether hand postures or mantra meditation, whatever topic is of your interest, you can choose that and can develop a research paper. So you have enough time, 3 months in your hand, till the end of the course. You have to submit that research paper, and you have to also make one PPT, PowerPoint presentation to give in the class, that what you have researched, what is your findings. So that will give a very good, what to say, exposure of your knowledge to other participants, as well as you will also get into the mastery into one of the topics in which you can say anything, because you have very inclusive knowledge about that thing. So this is my one assignment for final exam that will be graded. So just I'm informing 3 months before, so that you can be ready for that. So thank you. Now we are leaving. Okay.
Thank you,
Vandami
Madam.
Namaskar, Samriji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Correct.
Vandamini
Yes.
Samriji.
In midterm exam, we will be more focused on the practical part. It means that the yogic exercise, physical exercise, and meditation, guided meditations. How you can give guided meditations. So there are various all different meditations which you are already learning, and you have learned about them. And I have also provided videos, guided sessions video, so you can also see if some instructions are not clear. You can ask anytime. So you have to be very much clear about all the instructions, all the steps, and all the precautions, and counter exercise, whatever exercise we are doing, if it is having some counter exercise, so you have to be clear about that also. Okay. So be clear that we will, in this midterm exam, we will ask especially in the practical part. Okay. Thank you.